Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Sims 4 video. We're going to be talking about the Sims 4 My First Pet Stuff pack, while I have a little bit of a speed build going on in the background. Where do we begin? My First Pet Stuff is free. I don't know, like, it should have been free initially, and we'll get into that. But it's free right now if you want to go download it until January 6th of 2024. So that is more than a month that it is free for. It's kind of wild, not gonna lie. So, in case you didn't know, just to give a little bit of context over this like whole situation, The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs came out in November 11th, 2017. I'm looking down because I have my notes. When that pack came out, it was fairly obvious that there was something missing. More than just like other things, but there was also very notably like pets missing. Of course, we have cats and dogs, but it wasn't pets. It wasn't like Sims 2 and Sims 3, where it was a full, broad scale pets expansion. It's literally just cats and dogs, right? So off the bat, everyone was already kind of like not weirded out by it, but I guess confused. Kind of just what happened? Where are the pets, right? And at this point, like, we have no animals in the game, as far as I remember. So, we're all anticipating the pets, but it's just cats and dogs. That pack gets released. Super, super exciting. It is a $40 expansion pack, keep in mind, and of course, included more than just cats and dogs. There's a lot of other literally game changing mechanics that came from that pack, including New Career, which is awesome. Love that. But again, it was still just missing things, and like down to the point where even furniture sets felt like they were incomplete. So, in a couple years, and I didn't realize this was this far apart, but in 2020, in March of 2020, a new game stuff pack would be released, and that would be My First Pets stuff pack. When the community saw this, there was a bit of a outcry, a bit of a like, did we really just get slapped in the face, EA? Like, what? What? If you were there, if you were in the community, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was just so weird for them to do this for a few different reasons. One, it had like other parts of furniture sets that we already felt like we were missing. Two, it had all the small pets that, again, we felt like we were missing. And personally, I didn't really. It sucked when we got cats and dogs and it didn't include other pets. That sucked. But it wasn't like, I don't know, game breaking, world destroying, whatever, that we didn't have small pets in that. But then, like, all the other things that were in the My First Pet stuff pack just kind of felt like a slap in the face. Specifically the furniture stuff, and specifically, like, I could be making this up. This could be a lie. Okay? I swear I remember that like a game dev or like someone came out and said that like yeah, those files were originally a part of Cats and Dogs and then they got pulled from Cats and Dogs and they've got put into My First Pet stuff. Why is this gross? For a few different reasons. So, as my pet barks. So, one, if you wanted to play My First Pet Stuff, the game pack, the stuff pack, not the game pack, my bad, you had to have the expansion pack. So, you had to have the $50 expansion pack and then buy the $10 stuff pack on top of that. So, that is, no, not a $50 expansion pack. I misspoke. I'm sorry. A $40 expansion pack with a $10 stuff pack on top of that. That's $50. That's a lot of money for a Sims game, for an expansion experience. That's a lot. And already expansion packs are kind of outrageously priced, in my opinion. They shouldn't be as expensive as they are, but yeah, here we are. We're still paying them. I don't know what to tell you. I'm still gonna buy them. I try to buy them on sale, but we all have our whatever it's called. I don't know. But anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought. But the point was, it was weird. The whole situation was gross. Everyone knew it was gross, down to like so many YouTubers literally would not even use the free. They were gifted it for free, the stuff pack, because they just felt like it was wrong. Like the whole community was just like, no, EA, no, girl, pause. So my surprise when I go on to, I don't even know where I saw this. It might have been on Instagram. But yeah, I think I saw it on Instagram. I took a screenshot of it because I thought it was fake. Okay. I got a little ad for my first pet stuff free. Really? Like, good? I guess? It still feels weird though. Like, something about it just still feels weird and off, and I don't know what it is, you know? But yeah, so anyways, I downloaded it. I'm doing a little build with it, as you can probably see. Uh, in this build, I was trying to go for like a play daycare, but like it's based on pets, and of course it's in Brindleton Bay, which is like, oh, I love Brindleton Bay so, so much. Yeah, the hamster aesthetic is real. I didn't pull it off in the end, but it's fine. This is definitely not one of my stronger builds, as you will see. As you probably do see. But it was fun to mess around with some of the new My First Pet stuff. Honestly, like, I don't know, it's just so interesting that this is finally free for everyone. Obviously it's gonna stay free. You're gonna have to buy it later if you want it after June 6th, not June 6th, sorry, January 6th. But currently it is still free, and it's November 25th right now. I think it's been free for a few days now. It's just so, like, I don't know how to feel about it. What do you guys think about this? I'm glad it's free. It should be free. It should have always been free. This wallpaper was a mistake. I change it, don't worry. And like as far as I know, this is the first time that EA slash The Sims team has given out a pack for free. I could be wrong because I tend to like dip in and out of the Sims community. But as far as I know, the only other like free packs that we've gotten in The Sims have been like always free, or it is the base game, which is a whole nother cup of tea that I still don't know how to feel about it. Like on one hand, it's been out for so long. It's such an old game at this point that like yeah, make the base game free. That's fine. But they should have. I don't know. Like, they should have given us something for owning it, for buying it initially. I think they did. I don't remember what it was. I lost my train of thought again. But I know I was talking about The Sims 4 being free. It's, I don't know. Like, I've come to peace with it, I guess. There's still something that feels kind of weird about it. Why isn't The Sims 3 free? That's like my big question. Why isn't The Sims 3 free? But, anyways, that's kind of the tea for this video. I'm happy that I have the rest of the Sims like pet expansion. I assume it's free for everyone, even if you don't have the pet expansion. I'm pretty sure you can download it still, which is also interesting. Cuz you can't play the pack without having pets, not pets, cats and dogs. From my understanding, I've never gotten to experience that myself, but from my understanding, you have to have the pack. The expansion. Oh my gosh. So many confusing words, dude. Anyway, this is my little speed build. It's not my favorite. It's not great. I was trying to play with these like wall tubes, and obviously I've never used them before, and I it just felt like pieces were missing or something, and like I really wanted to be able to turn the tubes, but you can't, as far as I know. That would be really really neat if you could like turn them. Was not happening. I gave up on that. I left some, but I gave up on it for the most part. And I tried to keep this pack, like, or this pack, this build just. I'm gonna yawn. I tried to keep it just my first pet stuff and cats and dogs and base game. I think later in the build you'll start seeing some other things come in just because I was so unsatisfied with the way this build was coming along. I just don't I don't know. There's certain builds that I'm like I thrive at, and then there's others that I'm just like ooh, ooh, ooh. Any like old house, got you. Any like castle, I have you covered. Any like modern, like very modern triangle build, what? Angular build? Copy that, girl. Got you. This? No. I don't know why this is tripping me up so bad. It just was not my piece of cake. But I did like putting these little tables. I think they came out really, really cute. And then I just added some like little cushions to just fill in the space. Really, that was part of the issue I was having too. Was like, what do I do with this space? And originally in that centerpiece there, I really wanted to have it like be a slide or something because the glass on the top I was thinking was kind of like a hamster trail, and then this is like the hamster dome. Did that come across? I don't know. But and then this rug wouldn't place. That was so weird. But yeah, I wanted to give it the vibe of like you could crawl around up there. Would that be safe? No. But it's like a big old play gym. I don't know. And it's The Sims, so it doesn't matter. But I gave up on that pretty quickly because one, it was way too big. It was like gonna take up like 12 squares, something like that, and it would have been that whole like center space there, and I was just not here for that at all. And yeah, the pegs just worked better. It wasn't quite my vision, but that's okay. Also, if you watch my what is it called? Horse Ranch expansion pack review that's going to be coming out within this next few days. I I had downloaded these at the same time, the Horse Ranch expansion and the My First Pet Stuff expansion. So that's why in that I have like kind of an issue finding things, at least in Build By, that were like new. It was just, it truly really was my first time looking at that stuff, I promise. But I decided to add some little like playhouses to this, and then just like getting into the nitty gritty decor because the space was like boring. I don't know, something about it. And like these windows surprisingly worked out. I didn't think they would, but they actually ended up being like maybe not perfect, but like I liked them. They added a little bit of something to them, something to the build. I forgot to buy fish for the table. I do love that table though. That is probably the one thing I will use the most out of this whole pack is that table with the fish. So cute. I would love a table like that in real life. I don't think that'd be good for the fish at all, but it'd be cool. But fish abuse is not cool. And then over here, originally I wanted to like I wanted to use raised platforms really badly in this build, and it just didn't end up happening, which is fine. It's just with the angles I decided to go with raised platforms just were not the vibe. I also like understand that these lights in most of the rooms makes no sense. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But I decided to make this room a little bit of a kitchen so that they could like have access to the playroom more easily. I'm sure that there are things that are missing from this build as someone that has not been in a playroom since I was like 3 or 4 or however you are when you do that kindergarten and such. So yeah, I'm sure I'm missing things. I tried to put what I thought it would be. So I had like the big playroom, and we have the little kitchen because you need snacks. And then you'll see I add two different kind of bedrooms and then like a bathroom area. It still really is just like wild to me that this pack is free now. Like I don't know why I'm just like, oh my god, it's crazy. But I know like Little Simsy put out a video too. I have not watched it. I don't really watch her that much. I watched a lot of Simmers recently, actually. I used to watch Deligracy constantly. Like she was my girl, and I cannot remember her name right now. But the girl that is British? She's not British. She's from like I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember her name. But I watch her sometimes. But sometimes she's like too hyper, which I get. I get that from both ends. So I just need to be down here and she's like up here and I'm like, I can't right now, girl. But that doesn't mean I don't like you. That just means like we need some space, you know? I still like her videos a lot. I still like her Sims like history videos. Oh, eat those up. Dinner. I ended up going with the like yellow curtains. I saw someone do this on a build like forever ago where they added just curtains on around the window and I was like, that's perfect. Why haven't I been doing that for ages? Also, I don't know if it'll come up in the video at all. I didn't touch the audio for the video game when I was recording it, and I didn't touch the audio when I edited it the first time. So it's just really, really sped up Sims 4, like Sims 4 music. And I thought that was funny, so I left it in because this video is just like chaotic and stupid anyway, so that's where we're at. I ended up adding a little bit of like a wall here. It felt like it needed a bigger separation, but I didn't want to put a full wall there. I didn't want it to be like a totally closed off space. So I just that little like half wall, quarter wall almost. And then this room I decided to make into like it's not a nursery, but sort of. It's where like the baby toddlers would be napping. So I added a window so that like they could peek in there, make sure everyone's good in case like someone's not in there for some reason. And then I just wanted to make it like a nice little a cozy little space. I really like the wall color that I ended up going with for like the rest of the I was gonna say apartment for the rest of the building. This like mint light green with the white trim. I think it's just it's nice. It's nice. I don't feel like I've used it before, and it's cute. And I added these little like cribs with like a darker green blue color. Added a little clock. It's just cute and cozy in there. And I added a little rug, and then I'll put in a little like diaper changing station, and it's perfect. It's just simple, and I don't know what else you would put in like a little baby room. So there's like a hair. I guess the point of this video is like my Sims first pet stuff. My Sims first pet stuff. My first pet stuff. It should have been free from the beginning. It should have never been taken out of the expansion pack, if that was true. I don't know if that was true or not. But if it was, it should have never been removed from the expansion pack. This, initially, okay, I was gonna make this whole thing the, like, kind of big kids nap room, and I was like, I don't have a bathroom. The way I do that all the time in the builds, I'm like, I don't have a bathroom in here. And trash cans, I always forget about trash cans. I'm sure you've noticed that, especially, like, outside trash cans. Psh, psh, girl. My phone fell. I be having Sims and they be living there and then they're like trash all over the floor. I'm like, throw that away, and they're like, we literally can't. I'm like, oh, that is my bad. But this is a little bathroom. I decided to make it stalls and then added like a little kiddie toilet. I wanted to do more kids' toilets and then it just felt cramped, so I started moving the walls back. But I wanted to do more kids' toilets, but I didn't know where to put them. So I just left it with the one. I could probably put one in like the little play area, but I didn't want to. So I didn't. And then I put those doors because, of course, you have to put those doors. I probably should put like more lights in there. It's funny. At the end of the video, when I do my tour, there's like no lights on. You're welcome. And then I just use that same counter for in here. And I wasn't sure what to do with the mirrors, but I liked this one because it kind of had like stickers on it. I don't know if they're actually stickers. But then there wasn't a white version without that on, so I was like, I guess gray is fine. I was also feeling a little lazy, so I just went with it. But whatever. I also do come back and change those curtains because I was the rainbow is not pets. I forgot about the theme, you know? Oof, that felt good. And then I love doing this in builds, having like curtains around things, like not just doors, not just doors, not just windows. Okay, babe, if you haven't been putting curtains around other things, are you living? Just kidding. But I am also serious. Like curtains around beds, add a touch of grace to anything. Curtains around like a doorway like this, so so good. Play test it, make sure it works, of course, but it just adds just like an extra level of pretty and togetherness, I guess you could say. And like I was saying earlier, this is kind of my big kids' nap room. I realized that those are the like twin size beds, I believe. They're not the toddler beds, which I meant them to be the toddler beds, but I didn't see a toddler bed for like pets. And I swear there is one. So I probably just missed it. But I only saw these, so I was like, I guess I'll use these. I don't know why I keep yawning. Um, but I wanted to keep it like nice and dark and kind of like a quieter vibe, just cozy. And then I found that and I was like, you gotta throw it over there. But I wanted to have it connected to the playroom so that like the kids could just run in there, and also I could keep the big arched doorway like that. Whereas if I had the bathroom over there, I felt like I would have to get rid of that, and I really didn't want to. And then I was just trying to find something for up here. I still really don't love the entranceway, but for the roof that I was going for, it's kind of what had to happen. It's fine. Like I said, this is not a build I plan on using ever. It's not cute, so yeah, it's not my favorite. I was just trying to be creative, thinking outside the box. Always save. Oh my gosh, I didn't save this once. That happened to me once. Probably more than once, but like once really bad where I like cried, I think, because I didn't save my game for like an hour or two and I'd done so much. Oh, these are some of the shelves that I was talking about where I was like, I go outside a pack for some things because I saw these shelves and I was like, these are perfect! These are perfect for this. I have to use them, so I use them. I'm sorry. Broke my own one rule. And I decided it needed some more carpets in here. It's really interesting to me. I totally thought that puzzle flooring was carpet flooring. It's not. It's I think it's tile, which is interesting to me. Going with this carpet, which I really liked, but then there was too many, so I took away one of them and left the big one in the middle there because I thought it looked nice and it just kind of added something, you know. And then I started adding some wall decor all around because it felt empty in here. Added some not stars, moons and clouds into like the big kidnap room. It just felt peaceful to me. Um, and I was looking at that because I was like, that'd be fun. Anyway, I wanted this to give the vibe of like kind of bougie, but kind of like not great. I don't know. Not great, but like I don't know. I don't know. But I like the little dogs everywhere. It reminds me of my like the first big build I did with the Brindleton Bay slash Cats and Dogs expansion was my veterinary clinic, which I think is still one of my like most downloaded builds ever. It was like a vet clinic on the bottom and then a living space on the top. It's very nice. I'm sure if I redid it, it'd be better. I have more experience now. That was also like so many years ago. I didn't realize that Cats and Dogs came out in 2017, and so I was looking stuff up for this video. That's crazy to me. I don't feel like it was that long ago. How is The Sims 4 still a thing? How are we not on The Sims 5? Wild. Wild stuff, guys. And then I did not realize that, like, I know I already talked about this, but that Cats and Dogs, or My First Pet stuff, came out in 2020. Not 20. Like, I was under the impression that it came out, like, a month or two after Cats and Dogs. I keep wanting to call it Pets. Cats and Dogs. But it didn't. Also, something I forgot to mention that was, like, kind of sus to the Sims community when My First Pet stuff got announced was that apparently, so I want to say it's every quarter, The Sims does a sort of like update slash transparency thing where they talk about what to expect within this quarter. So usually it's like we're getting, let's say, a stuff pack, an expansion pack, and a game pack. And that's kind of their roadmap. And maybe there's like, there's new things called. There's so many packs now. And maybe there's like one more thing thrown in there, right? The My First Pet stuff was not highlighted at all in that quarterly report for like where it would have fallen into. So everyone just kind of felt that was kind of weird. It's kind of like, why didn't you guys mention this before? You didn't have to mention it was My First Pets. You could have just said that you had another pack coming or a stuff pack coming. They didn't though. So there's that. Food for thought. But yeah, I was pretty much done with this build. Just adding some things to the outside to make it look a little less odd. I still don't love it. It came out better than I thought it was going to. It's still not my favorite build though. I just, girl, ah. But I did like the little plants in between the windows there. Um, and then just adding like greenery to the outside. I don't use trees very often, like as often as I should. I was gonna add more greenery around, and then I was like, I don't want to. But yeah, this is the final build. It's gonna cut here any second. There it is. It's like winter time in my Sims game right now, so that's why there's little lights outside. But this is the entryway. Here's the books. Here's everything. The ceiling is really, really interesting to look at in here because it is like all glass. Forgive me for having a little bit of trouble with this. This is the first time I've really done anything like this, so I was just still learning. I really like the way the little like nursery, not nursery, turned out. It's just cute. It's nice. It's simple. Dark bathroom, like I said earlier. It's fine. If you happen to download this, just throw light in there. It's fine. This kitchen turned out fine. I like the little just like pet stuff I added into it. The kids' room, again, simple, sweet. I liked having the platform on the back there. And then this was the playroom, which is probably the best part of the build. It's, I don't know, I feel like there's a little something for everyone. There's doll houses, there's pets to look at, there's lots of crafting stuff. Kind of gave me the vibe of like teacher's room. I loved having that little like measure yourself board, and added some shoes at the front because I thought that was cute. And then you exit on out, and that is the whole build. Yeah. She's not my favorite. I promise you, I am better at builds than this, but here we are. I don't know if leaving the roof like that was a mistake or not. We'll have to see. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. What do you think about My First Pet stuff being free? I feel like it should just be free. It should just continue to stay free. Or if you buy the Cats and Dogs expansion, My First Pets comes free with it. You know? Just makes sense. That's how it should be. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly, really, truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Anyways, like I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit all over the place. I apologize for that. But I appreciate you watching and sticking around till the end, and I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one.